Recently, two Indian nationals, Muhammed, Rinash and Muraleedharan, were executed in the United Arab Emirates after being convicted in separate murder cases. Their execution took place on February 28, 2024, just days after Shahzadi Khan, another Indian woman, was executed in Abu Dhabi for a different case. This series of execution has raised serious concern about the number of Indians on death row abroad and the extent of the Indian government's effort in providing legal assistance to its citizens who are facing capital punishment overseas. The two men were originally from Kerala, India, and had been living and working in the UAE before their arrests. Muhammad Rinash, who was from Kannauр district, worked at a travel agency in Align. He was convicted of murdering a UAE national. However, his family insisted that the crime was not intentional. His mother had been approached Kerala Chief Minister too for intervention to save her son. But despite all the efforts, he was executed as per the UAE court's verdict. The second individual, Muraleedharan, was convicted of killing another Indian national in the UAE. The Indian Ministry of External Affairs confirmed their executions and stated that all possible counselors and legal support had been provided, including the filling of mercy petition and pardon request to the UAE government. If you remember, then just 2 weeks ago of their execution, 33-year-old Shazadi Khan, an Indian caregiver in Abu Dhabi, was executed on February 15, 2024. She had been convicted of murdering a fellow baby under her care. The most distressing aspect of her case was that her family had no idea about her execution until after it had already taken place. According to reports, she made a final phone call to her family on Feb 14, just a day before she was hanged, informing them that she was about to be executed. Shocked and depressed, her father later filed an application with the Indian Foreign Ministry on February 20 to check the legal status of her case. However, by that time it was too late. She had already been executed 5 days earlier. The Indian government revealed that they were informed about her execution early on February 28, nearly 2 weeks after it had happened. Now, this delay has raised concern about the transparency and communication between the UAE authorities and the Indian government in cases involving Indian nationals facing the death penalty. The UAE has the highest number of Indians facing execution abroad. According to data presented in Indian Parliament on February 13, 2024 by Ministry of State for External Affairs, Kriti Vardhan Singh, 29 Indians were already in death row in the UAE before Shahzadi Khan's execution. Additionally, 12 Indians are facing execution in Saudi Arabia, 3 in Kuwait and 1 in Qatar. This means that more than 45 Indians are currently awaiting execution in Gulf countries alone, making it a major issue of concern. Many of these individuals have been convicted of murders, drug-related offences and other serious crimes. Let me tell you, another ongoing case that has drawn attention is that of Nimisha Priya, a 34-year-old Indian origin nurse who is currently on death row in Yemen. She was convicted of murdering her former business partner in 2017. However, she has strongly denied the allegations. Unlike the UAE, Yemen follows Islamic law, which allows for an execution to be avoided by paying blood money to the victim's family. Currently, Nimisha Priya's family is trying to raise enough money to secure her release before she was executed. This case has sparked debates over whether the Indian government should intervene more actively in such cases and assist with fundraising efforts when legal alternatives like blood money are available. With over 3.5 million Indians living and working in the UAE, they form the largest community in the country. Many of them work in construction, domestic health and other blue-collar jobs. Unfortunately, they find themselves caught in serious troubles due to various reasons. A. The strict law and harsh punishments in Gulf countries mean that even minor crimes can result in severe penalties. In some cases, individuals do not fully understand the legal system, leading to wrongful conviction or lack of proper defense in the court. Another major issue is the lack of proper legal representation. Many Indian workers cannot afford good lawyers, which makes it extremely difficult for them to present a strong defense in foreign court. Additionally, the execution process in Gulf countries is very swift. Once a death sentence is confirmed by the UAE Supreme Court, the execution is carried out very quickly, leaving very little time or even sometimes no time for diplomatic intervention. While let me tell you that the Indian government does provide consular assistance, many families feel that not enough is being done to fight for the lives of Indians facing execution abroad. There is an urgent need for stronger measures to protect Indian nationals abroad. First, better legal aid should be provided to Indian workers before they migrate to countries with strict legal system. Awareness campaigns should be conducted so that Indians working in the UAE understand the law and consequences of legal violation. Second, the Indian government must strengthen its diplomatic effort to negotiate and communicate with Indian nationals facing execution. In many cases, death sentence can be reduced to life imprisonment through diplomatic negotiation. Third, improving communication between UAE and Indian authorities is very important so that families are not kept in the dark about legal proceeding. Many families only find out about execution after they have already been carried out, as seen in the case of Shahzadi Khan. Lastly, in countries like Yemen, where families can pay blood money to secure a pardon, crowdfunding initiatives and government intervention can actually help save the lives.